The story of Mahadana and the sea, Damamukanidana Sutra. Chapter 30. Once upon a time, on a beautiful mountain, the Buddha lived with many disciples. One day, the Buddha thought, I need a personal attendant to help me. This thought was known to the Buddha's chief disciples, and they all vied to become his attendant. First, Kondaniya stood up and said, Buddha, I want to be your attendant. But the Buddha shook his head and said, You are too old. You need someone to take care of you. How can you take care of me? The Mahakasyapa, Shariputra, Moggallana, and 500 other disciples also asked to be attendants, but the Buddha did not agree to any of them. Shariputra and Moggallana went to Ananda and said, Ananda, the Buddha wishes for you to be his attendant. You are so talented. You will surely do a good job. Hurry and ask. Ananda, hearing this, hesitated a little. He thought, the Buddha is such a great person. If I follow him every day and make a mistake, what will I do? So, Ananda said to everyone, if the Buddha agrees to 3 conditions, I am willing to be his attendant. First, I will not wear the clothes that the Buddha has worn. Second, I will not eat the Buddha's leftover food. Third, I will decide myself when others can see the Buddha. Shariputra and the others conveyed Ananda's conditions to the Buddha. The Buddha, hearing them, smiled and said, Ananda is truly intelligent and cautious. He has his reasons for these conditions, the Buddha explained. Ananda does not want to wear my clothes, because the clothes offered to me are of good quality. He fears that people will think he wants to become my attendant to get good clothes. He does not want to eat my leftovers, because the food offered to me is of high quality, and he wants to avoid people thinking he is greedy. As for arranging visits, it is because many people want to see me. If visits are not well arranged, it could disturb my rest or teachings. Ananda does this to protect me and to avoid making mistakes. Then, the Buddha began to tell a past story, so that everyone could better understand why Ananda was so cautious. Once upon a time, in a distant kingdom, there was a young man named Mahadana. He was very kind and used his wealth to help the poor. Later, he set out to sea to search for a magical pearl that could grant wishes to help all those in need. During his journey, Mahadana encountered many difficulties. He visited 3 dragon kings: the Silver City Dragon King, the Glass City Dragon King, and the Gold City Dragon King. Each Dragon King lived in a well-guarded palace, surrounded by 7 moats filled with venomous snakes, and huge dragons guarded the gates. Each time Mahadana encountered snakes and dragons, he pacified them with his compassionate heart. He thought, these snakes and dragons have become like this because of the hatred and jealousy from their past lives. I should treat them with compassion. So, he calmed himself and entered compassionate meditation. And the snakes and dragons, sensing his goodness, lost their venom and anger. The Silver City Dragon King, delighted, offered a pearl to Mahadana and said, if you become a Buddha in the future, I wish to be your wise disciple. The Glass City Dragon King also offered a pearl and said, I wish to be your divine-footed disciple. Finally, the Gold City Dragon King offered the most precious pearl, the Sintamani pearl, and said, I wish to be your disciple who never forgets the mantras. Mahadana returned to his homeland with the 3 pearls and rained down treasures and food, helping the entire country out of poverty. He also taught the people to do good and not to kill or deceive others. After telling this story, the Buddha said to everyone that Mahadana is me in a past life. The Silver City Dragon King is Shariputra, the Glass City Dragon King is Moggallana, and the Gold City Dragon King is Ananda. Ananda already knew how to arrange things in his past life, so today he knows how to do even better. Ananda, hearing the Buddha's words, was very happy and immediately knelt before the Buddha, saying, Buddha, I am willing to be your attendant for the rest of my life. Everyone rejoiced in Ananda's wisdom and the Buddha's compassion, and they strove even more to practice, hoping to become like the Buddha and help more people.